Hi, Lynn. So what's left here? There's a few tires, and then as you can see coming up the driveway, there's quite a pile in front of the tree, but there's some styrofoam and tarps, and where that one greenhouse was, there's just still some buckets and plastic and debris, there. And it's just this little stuff. There's another tire over here, pallet over here. Nothing huge, but a little bale of straw there. A little bit of junk up there. Still a pretty good little pile here of some, just some rubbish. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's the air conditioner. Let's see if he replaced the... Yeah, he's got the regular door back on there. Chris did. Yeah, I like the color. Got a little bit of the wisteria coming out. There's not a ton of stuff here. If I had a pickup, I would do it in a heartbeat. I just got my car, but things are kind of greening up, so that's good. Like I say, the paint came out quite good. Or the stain. This back wall here was really black, so yeah, it came out real good. Let's walk around the back here. Not so bad. A few pots here. Looks like there's some old table or bench down there. Yeah, I'll go inside and see how that looks. That pipe must have gone over to the greenhouse, which, since it's not being used anymore, but anyway. Well, use the doorknob. Okay. Well, he hasn't done the carpets yet. And the new paint in the living room, the wall, the electrical things are still off, but it does mask the smell a little bit. Fans going, which is probably good. Because it did have that little heavy aroma of weed left. Here's what the carpet looked like new, huh? I think a lot of that will come up. In the kitchen, let's see, only one of those came on, but maybe there's another switch. At the kitchen, it's a little rough on the paint. And obviously he hasn't probably finished up here. It'd be good if the kitchen was touched up with some paint, because this looks pretty bad. Under the refrigerator there. Yeah, this is, a lot of dirt, and clean these lights out. They're full of bugs. But the the hall is not very good in the bedrooms. I mean, all this would have been be better to be painted, obviously. It's kind of rough. Master bedroom. Closet. Even the doors, it can just be cleaned up. I got some stuff that maybe take off that almost just soiled grease spots. Yeah, it hasn't really worked the tub over or anything, but it's just these little finishing touches, because for what it would take to throw some paint on these walls, it's going to make a big difference. I'm not sure what. Oh, I see. I guess he went up to the ceiling itself, but then he stopped and didn't leave a clean edge there. No, just a little more debris in front, but the inside obviously needs some TLC. Second of it, I wonder if that's dog urine or what. Okay, I better go all the way back into the. Yeah, that door's pretty rough. Utility room. Badly in need of some paint. That curtain there, that drape or rod needs to be taken down, if anything. These walls are pretty bad. Okay, enough doom and gloom for Lynn. It still has some finishing touches. Oh, 10 cents. Okay. And a penny. All right. 11 cents worth. Okay. Very, very nice though, the grounds. I like it. In Scotch broom, you can just see some blooming over there. Of course, I know it's an evil thing, but it's still pretty, I think. Anyway. Okay. I'll turn this one off then.